Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Willie, and it's the encouraging word for today. And we start out not with something encouraging, but with something really horrible. Sometimes we think that my sin is just my sin, but that's a lie of Satan. My sin affects other people around me, but also generations that follow me. There are patterns of sin that have been passed on to you by generations prior to you. There are patterns of sin that you and I pass on to other people. And in times of distress, when Abraham was totally distressed, when the famine happened, he took matters into his own hands, as we do many times. And he went down to Egypt without seeking God, and he got his wife to lie. He said, say you're my sister, so that I will be treated well for your sake, and my life will be spared because of you. That was wrong to do that, to lie. And it became a pattern of sin in Abraham's life. In Genesis chapter 20, verse 2, again there was a famine in the land, and Abraham went to another land. And in verse 2, he says this, and Abraham said of Sarah, his wife, she is my sister. And Abimelech, the king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah. Terrible. He became a pattern of sin in his life. And when it says the king took Sarah, it means he made love to her. He had sexual relations with her as his wife. He committed it the first time. It became a pattern when in his life. But that's not the worst. The worst part is that Abraham passed that on to his son Isaac. In Genesis chapter 26, talking about Isaac, verse 7, it said, when the men of that place asked Isaac about his wife, he said, she is my sister, because he was afraid to say, she is my wife. He thought the men of this place might kill me on account of Rebekah, because she is beautiful. He did the same thing as his father. He followed the generational pattern, the generational curse. He followed it. Isaac's son Jacob became known as the deceiver. He deceived his brother. So it was passed on to 3 generations. It became a demonic stronghold of deception, a spirit of deception. Abraham allowed it in, and he passed it on generation to generation. That's horrible news. But the good news, the encouraging word, is that Jesus can break generational patterns. Jesus can break those sinful patterns in our life and in the lives of those who follow us. He can make a break. You can be the person who turns it around. It comes by repentance and by deliverance. And I encourage you to seek deliverance for that. And I'm going to lead a time of deliverance on Saturday, October 22nd at Crossroads Church. So stay tuned for information about that. Tomorrow, on Tuesday, we continue the journey of faith, and we're going to look at the disgusting effects of sin. Sin is not simple. It is disgusting. So I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.